season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions.
It's the Chiefs and the Texans coming up next.
Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after him.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mills. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mills to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Play action now. Mills. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go. And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Chiefs at 11-2 now, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that play, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Working out of the gun, Mills. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mills.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight,
Patriots and Raiders. That's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They go play fake. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And again, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Texans 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 29, Mills. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mills. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mills now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. This is caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes, another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Marcus Mariota has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the NFC South. We head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Mills. He'll hit Mostert again here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mills to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And this one too low.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Looking to throw is Mills. He gets this one to Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. To throw, Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Mills. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mills. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mills again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Mills, 4th down, got to have it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
49-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mills. This one swung out here to Jones. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, It turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
4th down, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Mills now. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They can't read us straight up. Yeah, go right now.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Mills on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Kansas City, they continue to roll as the win.